Hello, choir buddies. Sean has asked me to do a video, which we're going to do. We're going to do one every week, and we'll cover different sections. I suppose we'll go back to the basic because there's a lot of newer members, and I missed last week, so we didn't get that rehearsal in. And the purpose of these videos is that we can practice. We can practice at home, and hugely important, we should be practicing before we come to choir. And the more we do is the less we have to do in the hall, and that saves time then for Sean to cover material for all the upcoming competitions and gigs that he has planned for the choir. So we'll just start with the basics. The first three really important things is nose, throat, diaphragm. We don't sing from the nose, we don't breathe from the nose, don't sing or breathe from here. Everything is from the diaphragm. And that's hugely important. And that's half the battle of getting good sound out. That's half the battle for our breathing techniques, that we come in together, we finish together. And for good clarity and notes and diction. So it's all how we breathe and all how we stand, and it's all about the tummy muscles. And after that, everything will come slowly. So we'll start with a few basic warm-ups. You should always start with a hum. And a hum, where you should always feel the vibration on your lips. And if there's someone in the choir that's looking to sing higher, don't be reaching for higher notes. We need to start getting into our deeper notes, because that strengthens everything. And the lower you sing, everything relaxes. So we'll start with a hum. Now, if it's a thing like me where you crack there, because your voice won't go any lower, stop. Don't go any further. We're going to go make a sound. Ha, ha, ha. Now, for the tenor basses, when you do this sound, I wanted to say this 2 weeks ago, which you're doing great, by the way. You should always be like hollow and heavy. So, oh, oh, oh. And it's not that you're going to be doing oh in every song. It means that when we practice that way, is that it opens up your space, so you sound like a bass. And even for the tenors and sopranos, it's for all of us, really, all the one exercise. So we'll start with the la 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 e So when we break from chest voice to head voice, it can go into the head without coming through the nose. So it's still not nasal singing. So that's a huge thing. So to practice that and the break, ah, 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 or we can do it this way. So it breaks. So we're going to go. If your voice breaks, we're going to come downwards. So we're going to go. Sounds and looks ridiculous. And I know I look ridiculous, but it does help. So when you find your voice breaks, you don't always have to be a textbook person when it comes to vocal exercise. Do what sounds right to you as well. So if you feel like you need to bring your voice to a different position, or even how you're standing is huge. Like if we come backwards a bit, it allows us to open up everything, but that'll be next week's lesson. What you need to do is just go with what suits you and go with what you're comfortable with, because we're all everyone's voices is made differently, so it's just getting to recognize how we use it. But if it's coming from the diaphragm, you're not going to go wrong. So I love you and leave you.